you, this is promising to be a nail-biter. Also, because of the surface, we've talked a lot about it. Let's take another look. It is, again, well, very coarse and very rough. But when I go down those cracks that we've been talking about, they are splitting. They are really fraying. They're very loose now. And maybe even such massive indentation. This is probably the area where Rahul Dravid got that snorter. Now, if you can land it here, actually there are cracks like that all over the wicket. But for the medium pacer, this is just the good length area. And from here, if the ball comes up, it can cause a lot of worries. Fortunately, we haven't seen a lot of that. But generally, the surface is going to be a little up and down, but more down than up. So it's going to be slow and it's going to be low. But batting is not going to be easy. Now, Graham, your thoughts?
Well, look, I think both sides have actually batted well. I think on this surface, it's a real mental game. You think a lot's going to happen, and if you can put that out of your mind, you can score runs on this surface. I think yesterday, we saw India get it a couple of times ahead of the game, and then they lost a couple of wickets. We saw South Africa on the first day get well ahead, and they lost a few wickets in the last session. And this is the way I see this game going. There is a lot of tension. Both sides feel like they can be in, they're ahead of the game, and then they lose a few wickets again.
Okay, captain of the fielding side, how would you approach this? In and out fields, or what would you be thinking? You've got to have one eye on the runs as well.
Well, if you get new men in, you want to attack. And South Africa got one more wicket to get this morning. And I see Sharma with the new ball being important on this wicket for India. Also see Harbhajan Singh being the main contributor with the ball in the spin department for India.
So there's pressure, as we say, on the batting, but it's going to be Harbhajan that South Africa would have to watch out for. If you are a cricket lover, this can't get better. This is Test cricket at its best. Both teams locked in what is a do-or-die thing for India, but certainly a decider as far as South Africa are concerned as well. Now, they lead by 1 in the series and couldn't be better poised. The Indians, well, they are ahead by 23 and they're now going in only the last wicket. They're obviously going to be positive, try and get as many on the board.
India fighting hard, 265. I thought South Africa did really well on a pitch that looked like a dynamite, explosive pitch. And the fight back from India, really a remarkable one. They now lead by 23. And if they can add another 15 or 20 and get it to around 50, I think that'll certainly go on to haunt South Africa when they go out to bat there. So you've got to watch this very closely. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Still anybody's game.
Exactly. So this is the first delivery. Short, predictably.
Short ball is not or should not give him a lot of trouble. He's about 6'11".
Yeah, he looks even taller than that, isn't he? He's lanky, he's wiry, he's young, and he's really tall.
It was quite a sight when these two were walking out.
So first runs of the morning. We're going to come back for the second. Lead now 25. Every run is going to be important. He charged him, but he's got enough bat on it to get some runs. Just been pulled back in by Mackay and Tini. They'll get 3. 294 for 9. In the air, and he's dropped. That is a huge let-off. That was almost like fielding practice. Couldn't get easier. But it's 4, and it's 300 for 9 for India now.
Very unfortunate. Mackay Antony produced a gem of a ball. It had everything: nip, bounce, movement. Mackenzie couldn't handle it. Maybe because of the extreme elements. Missed it completely, I think. And why is not Graham Smith standing in the slips? He's usually a very good fielder there.
Past the gully, is going to go for 4. That's the quicker delivery. Luck still with India, at least today.
A lot of oohs and ahs. Paul Harris was clearly disappointed that did not go in the direction of the fielder at gully, which was recently positioned for this kind of a shot. Slice of the outside edge from Ishant Sharma, but thankfully for him it went into that gap, which was good enough.
Oh, that's through as well. Again another boundary. Is it just... No, it isn't a bye. It's off the outside edge. So that's the second one that's gone past Kallis and the keeper. That's in the air and it's gone over the top. It probably held up and it's going to reach the fence. What a shot. Everything going right for India, and now the lead is actually 50.
Grim face tells the story for South Africa. Dale Steyn has tried everything, and well, lucky escape once again for Sreesanth, but he'll happily accept this boundary. Stopped himself from hitting it forcefully. All it required was that little loopy drive over mid-on for it to find the fence. Morne Morkel is tall, but that shot escaped him.
Well, lots was said about the lead overnight. Mickey Arthur did mention 50-60 would be significant, not 20-30. Good shot. There are two men in the deep, but he's found the gap to perfection. They're getting better and better. Sreesanth has 28 runs against his name, 5 boundaries.
Not a good delivery. So this is really the first poor session that South Africa has had in this series so far. They've just lost their way this morning. Sreesanth standing way outside his crease. So doing a terrific job for their team, Sharma and Sreesanth. It'll do them a lot of good as well from a confidence point of view for when they have to come and bowl with a new ball a little bit later.
Taken easily. Nashville Prince. It's a soft dismissal in the end. But he's played a good hand. 29 for Sreesanth. So India have extended their lead to 60. They've been bowled out for 325. He doesn't want a roller. Graham Smith.
Well, a very good partnership comes to an end. Just that check drive. Sreesanth not getting over the top of the ball. Playing too early. Nashville Prince, he's at short cover. Took an easy catch. So India will be delighted. South Africa, on the other hand, they'll be disappointed.
They batted well in all the innings so far, apart from the first innings display here. South Africa. India doing well. Looking to get past. South Africa's 265. Not a great start. Jaffer and Virendra Sehwag departed early. Dravid and VVS Lakshman put together a good partnership thereafter. Saurav Ganguly dominated the South African bowling. Contributions from Yuvraj Singh, Dhoni, and down the order, Sreesanth 29 and Ishant Sharma 14 not out made sure India got to a decent score. It's been partnerships all the way, and it's been good for India. The best being 78 between Lakshman and Dravid.
Good bowling by Dale Steyn, once again picking up 3 wickets. McCartini bowled well. Also, Morne Morkel got 3 wickets yesterday. Paul Harris finishing up with 3 as well. So South Africa, another solid performance with the ball.
You are watching Neo Cricket.
एक मिनट